Well, hello there, Richard Tubb here, back in the Tubbservatory, keeping my eyes open for the tools and resources that can help you to grow your IT business. So without further ado, here are my 5 a week from the managed service provider space. What does AI, artificial intelligence, for MSPs really mean? Well, this short video from Superops AI polls attendees at the recent Channel Partners event in Las Vegas to hear people's hopes, fears and concerns over AI. Take 3 minutes to watch this video to understand how your peers are thinking about artificial intelligence. And talking of AI, unless you've been living under a rock, you'll be aware that Microsoft are going all in with their AI platform, Copilot. But what can Copilot's earliest users teach us about generative AI at work? Well, this article from Microsoft shares some insights on perceived productivity gains of Copilot, Copilot's impact on meetings, email, information search and writing, and much more. This is well worth a read for any Microsoft partner. Cloud portability, what does it mean? Well, a video that caught my attention was from Billy Thompson, Solution Engineering Manager at Akamai Linode. Thompson shares the importance of a cloud-native approach that is also cloud-agnostic, allowing businesses to harness the full potential of the cloud while avoiding vendor lock-in. This is a video well worth watching. Now, MSP industry rockstar Matt Solomon recently launched his Last Week in IT series on LinkedIn. Each week, Solomon says he will share the top trending companies and products in managed services, plus much more. Check it out. And finally, if you're not attending the monthly Tradecraft Tuesday from cybersecurity specialist Huntress, then you're missing out on some valuable advice. Tradecraft Tuesday is a live monthly webinar blending breaking security news, hands-on demonstrations of offensive and defensive security techniques, and much more. These sessions pull back the curtain to teach you, managed service providers, how hackers hack and what you can do to stop them. Now, managed service providers are told they should focus on verticals, but what does that really mean? A video that caught my eye is Decoding the Future of MSPs with Matt Lee and Dominic Kirby of PAX 8. Now, Lee and Kirby explore why verticalization is becoming a game changer in the MSP industry and how it can help MSPs to cater to specific industry needs with precision. This is a video well worth watching. It's time MSPs thought about artificial intelligence, writes Akshaya Devi of Superops.ai. Now, Devi is at pains to stress that this is not yet another "the future of AI is here" article, but instead they share why MSPs need to embrace AI now. However, can AI replace humans? Well, this article from Brandon Sadler at Inbay explains why MSPs shouldn't lose the human touch. Ensuring your business holds that human touch is vital to keeping clients feeling valued and listened to, writes Sadler. And yet, still on the subject of artificial intelligence, Kelsey Rees at CRN Magazine looks at how the channel has reacted to the recent OpenAI drama. Rees reports that Rob Pooley, Solutions Director at Sapio, shares that he believes that traditional tech mentality of moving fast and breaking things is a dangerous culture for AI development. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And finally, if you're looking at planning your attendance at MSP events in 2024, but not sure where to start, well, we've got your back. Our awesome list of MSP events for 2024 has just been updated. If you've got any events you think we should be aware of and that should be on the list, leave us a comment below or get in touch. We kick off this week with an amazing newly released book, Success Frames: Why Learning from Success is the Key to Understanding What Motivates and Inspires Us. In this book, author Rob Hatch provides a practical framework for understanding our unique motivations, habits, and behaviours that enable us to accomplish anything and develop a personal framework for future success. Now, Hornet Security have just released their annual Cybersecurity report for 2024. The Cybersecurity report is an annual analysis of the Microsoft 365 threat landscape, and it's shaped by real-world data meticulously collected and studied by the Hornet Security's dedicated security lab team. You can download this report now for insights and actionable advice on how to respond and help protect your MSP clients in 2024. A podcast that caught my ear is the Tech Marketers Uncorked podcast by Catherine Strachan of Copyhouse. Each episode, Catherine sits down with a different tech marketing leader, sharing a glass of wine and delving into their experience and insights. Subscribe on your favourite podcast player now. From podcast to video, and with video being such an important part of IT business marketing, the free Ultimate Video Toolkit from Harrison Cantel could be very useful to managed service providers. This free toolkit includes everything you need in order to hit the ground running with making videos. Whether it's equipment that's been holding you back or the right tools for editing, this guide has got you covered. And finally, if you're not already a subscriber to the awesome Smarter MSP website, then Barracuda MSP are running a 12 Days of Christmas competition where new subscribers to Smarter MSP can win a Nintendo Switch. Subscription is free, and Smarter MSP contains some really useful, regularly updated MSP information, so this is a win-win. We kick off this week with big news as high-growth MSP vendor SuperOps.ai have announced the launch of their new USA-based team. Amongst other hires for the US office, SuperOps have named former MSP, Shark Tank winner and industry veteran Juan Fernandez as channel chief, while former MSP owner Nancy Henriquez will be the new head of US community for SuperOps. Now, an insight that caught my eye was from Jason Kemsley of Uptime on LinkedIn. Jason shares the statistic that on average people tell 11 people about a bad experience they've had, but only share good experiences with 3 people. Remember that every interaction with your clients and prospects can make a real difference. Well, if you missed the announcement of Google's new Gemini AI artificial intelligence system, then prepare to have your mind blown. On Twitter, Rowan Chung helped demonstrate how Gemini can understand real-time content, such as live video and human speech. With new data and sensors, Gemini will be able to observe, discuss, and act upon occurrences in the real world. When it comes to cybersecurity, do you know the difference between penetration testing and vulnerability assessments? Well, Fiona White of Endida has a superb short explanation in her latest video. These two types of tests often get compared, but in reality, they are worlds apart. And finally, it's Christmas, and that means the Team Tubb Takeover. Every day between now and Christmas, my colleagues Gudrun Lorray, Lara Johnson, Pascal Fintoni and Stephen McCormack will be sharing their festive best of the year from Team Tubb in 2023. You can also find games, a quiz and a Spotify playlist for Christmas. This week, I thought I would give you a glimpse behind the scenes at the less professional, the less polished portions of Tubbservatory. So, without further ado, take a look at the bloopers and the less than highlight reels that didn't make it in to the Tubbservatory videos. In this video, the Barracuda SOC team discusses the effect of world affairs that are impacting the so close. We kick off this week with an amazingly from podcast to video, and with video being such an important part of IT business marketing, well, the free ultimate video marketing blah 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 blah. Try again. From podcasts to video, and with and yet still on the subject of AI, Kelsey Rees at CRN take to blah 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 blah. And yet still on the subject of artificial intelligence, Kelsey Rees at CRN magazine looks at how the channel has reacted to the recent OpenAI drama. Rees reports that Rob Pooley, solutions director at Sapero, that's wrong. Now, an insight that caught my eye was from Jason Kemsley of Uptime on LinkedIn. Jason shares the statistic. And finally, it's Christmas, and that means the Team Tubb Takeover. Every day between now and Christmas, my colleagues Gudrun Lorray, Lara. You can also find games, a quiz, and a Spotify playlist for your seasonal blah blah blah. I'm Richard Tubb, and that has been your 5 a week from the MSP industry. If you've enjoyed blah blah blah, what am I going on about? I'm Richard Tubb, and this has been your 5 a week from the MSP industry. If you've enjoyed this video, then I'd highly encourage you to check out my MSP Insights email. It goes out every Tuesday, and you can find out all the details at tubb.co/NL.